I knew it was wrong.
We should probably figure this out too soon. Is what do we want to do for the fantasy football draft? Because we've been talking about different ideas. I think we should, instead of going based off record, I want to have a combine. I think that'd be so cool, and you tally up points.
A combine?
Yeah, so you have the 40-yard dash. We can do the bench press, and then we can do like a couple.
Oh,
other,
you
like,
mean
random
for us?
shit. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And
no.
then winner. What you calling?
Just keep going.
Mom.
A combine.
I think the video I sent him was a really cool idea. It's not bad. Like, let's do like 5 comps. Shorter hair.
Jesus. Apparently I'm getting old. I gotta take one more trip.
Oh my god. Dude, we're
Sorry.
almost done. But what are you thinking for that draft, Josh? Because I want to do something cool. Like, if we're doing the trophy, let's go all in. Like, we have the big trophy, and I think we're not doing enough to make it so you can really compete for it. Like, let's take it to the next level, make it league style. Like, let's have the draft party. We can do different obstacles, not obstacles, but like competitions to earn that first draft pick. Or winner gets to pick where they fall. Because we have a 10-man league, right?
It might be more than that.
Because I know my friend Cam will do it again. Dean will do it.
Well, anyone that was in it last year is in it, but
I don't know. But we're going to do the draft probably down here, right, with the TV and everything. 'Cause that's what you said you wanted to do.
well, then we need to get everyone here in person.
Yeah. We can do most people, and some people can draft from home if they don't want to be here. But because Brandon Westcomb's in it too, right?
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
You really aren't. For someone that wants to organize stuff all the time, you really do not want to do anything for this league. This is why you should not be the commissioner.
What do you want me to do, Cam?
Organize the draft party or draft competition. I think, like, having everyone run like a 40-yard dash, and then maybe a bench press, a couple other little things.
I think you over-exaggerate how athletic everyone in this league is.
I think that's the point. Is nobody's gonna be good, so dude. I think you're just nervous because you're 230 pounds right now.
Cameron, I'll light you up.
You can't catch me.
Are you? No. I'll catch you so easy, man.
No, you won't.
Yes.
Dude, if we went to the field right now and did a 40-yard dash, I'm smoking you.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Correct.
Incorrect.
When was the last time you ran?
I don't know. Don't need to run to know you're fast.
Faster than you.
Definitely not. Know how I know?
Brandon,
Yes.
would you be willing to do the draft competition? It's not like you're running 7 40-yard dashes. You're running 1 40-yard dash, doing a couple other things, nothing huge.
Sorry, say that again.
You're running 1 40-yard, maybe like a warm-up 40-yard dash, then you're doing your 40. Maybe we can bench press, maybe we can do other things, but just a couple little drills, like a throwing comp, like catching. And then we can do like some other like drinking game.
Well,
For a
why?
few points. Because, okay, for you, this is beneficial because you just won the championship. You're going to be drafting from the 112 spot, 110 spot.
That's not. Why?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, the
Random.
yeah.
It's random.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I do.
No, that's
Let him earn it. Let him earn
No.
it.
No, it should be random.
I'll put a poll up, and everyone can decide. Do we want to do a competition or just have it completely random?
It's not just one competition, though. It's like a...
Yes,
or
I understand.
Are you trying to get it like the way they do it in the NFL, where it's like since I won the championship last year, you want me to draft last?
I thought that's what we were doing.
No,
That's
it's,
what
it's
it was
always,
last
no,
year?
it- No,
No,
it's
it
always
wasn't.
randomized.
It was random.
It's always random.
Yes, it was,
is.
Cameron. Yes, it
it
was.
is.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
I don't
Yes,
think
it
it's
was.
always been random.
It's always been
The
random.
draft
Cameron.
order has always been random.
I can promise you, it's always been random, Cameron.
Okay, sorry. You don't need to get upset, Josh. Yeah, I'm the angry
Well,
one.
I don't understand why you're so convinced that it was.
Because you drafted last, and I drafted
Because
in the
that's
second
just
to
how it
last.
randomly happened.
But you won last year, and I came in second last year, and that's how the order fell.
No, that's randomly how it happened, kid.
I don't think so, dude.
No, that's the
I'm
way
gonna
it's
tell you.
always
I'm
been.
gonna tell you right goddamn now, man.
You don't need to be so flustered about it.
I will. I'm not
You don't need
flustered.
to be
I'm
flustered.
angry.
You don't need to
I'm
be
not
angry.
flustered.
You don't need to be angry.
It's the rum talking.
No, it's me
No.
talking.
It's always been random. Like even when we first started doing fantasy, you remember I had started the
Yes.
first league that we did, and then that's the way that we did it in that league too. Is that your draft order gets randomized like 5 minutes before the draft starts,
Okay.
or 10 minutes or whatever it is.
Okay.
That's the way it's always been for
Okay.
us.
Well, I think this year it'd be more fun if you can compete for your spot. So
Well-
if you win, it's not just you get the first spot.
Well, then-
listen,
well, no,
hey,
no, no,
let
no,
me
no,
finish.
no.
Don't interrupt me.
I am going to interrupt you.
No.
So no, I disagree. I disagree with how you want to do the draft that way because whoever's more athletic is basically getting a better.
It's not just we're doing other things too. Like I said, you can do a drinking comp. You can do a bunch of other things.
Okay, so
I'm just
that's-
suggesting 3 things. I think 40-yard dash, a bench press, and like a throwing comp. And then we can throw in 3 other competitions. So there's 3 athletic, 3 non. And think about it. Even if you are unathletic, you have 3 competitions that you can compete in for that spot.
Okay, I see where you're getting with that, but at the same time,
And if you don't want to compete, then
no, I'm not saying that. Is how difficult would it be to get all of us on the same page for a
we
day
do
to
a
do
draft.
that kind
We
of
do a
thing?
draft day.
Okay.
If you want to be in the league,
No,
you
no,
gotta
no,
be
no.
in the
Here's
draft.
here's my move. Is we can do that, but we can do something that is organized like that. But then we will also before your pick, we'll give.
I want to be able to trade picks too. That's my other
Sure.
thing. I want to be able to strategize more.
Okay, that's
It's not hard enough.
that seems
I've been in the
fun.
Well, I
I've been in
don't
the
I don't think
championship 3 times over the last 3 years.
How many rings you got?
Because I
How many
get
championships
rigged.
do you
It's
have?
rigged. Dude? I would have won last 2
Getting
years
there
ago.
means nothing.
All right.
How many championships you got?
All right, Josh.
How many championships
All
you
right.
got?
All right.
How many championships do you
All
have?
right.
How many championships do you
All right,
have?
Can you want to keep going with your point?
Okay,
You guys are getting so angry.
we're not.
Jesus
We're
Christ.
passionate. I'm a
who's
passionate.
angry? I'm not angry.
I'm angry.
Who's angry?
Okay, so my thought is, if we do a live draft, you cannot draft your pick until you finish 1 beer. You have to down a beer before your pick,
Okay.
and I don't mean like through. Okay, I don't know. I guess we can leave that up into interpretation. Like you have to chug a beer and then do your pick every time you pick, or
You had to have it before your
once
pick.
the round starts, you have to have finished that drink, and then if it gets to your pick and you're not done, you have to down it. So like towards the end of the
So
draft.
the first person has to down a beer. If you have the
Yes,
first pick,
yeah.
you have to.
But it also comes down to, well, that's if.
Is
we
it
make
on
there.
your? Is it? Does it count during your time of your pick too? So you have
So-
up
okay,
until the
so if
last
it
2
goes-
seconds
So if it goes 1, 2, 3, you start. You have to down a beer
within 2 minutes because that's the draft
yes. No, maybe we'll,
that's the round.
We'll extend the time, but that's my issue. If Brandon picks third, then he has 2 rounds
time. Yeah, you have
people
2 4
to finish.
around 6
So I feel like
minutes.
you should just have to do it right before your pick.
Yeah.
That way, by like
You have to do the round before.
by like pick 10, your 10th pick, you're fucking
10th
loaded.
round, Yeah. I
And
like that
your
idea.
picks are gonna get crazy.
I like that idea because think about it.
No, that's bananas.
I love
that's
it.
a horrible idea.
I love it.
I like this.
That's
I
a
like
horrible
it.
I
idea.
like this idea.
I like it a lot.
But I'm also thinking
Because how many
Because
rounds
people
are
are
there?
people are gonna start missing picks because they're gonna be puking over the.
That's
toilet.
what I'm saying. And
It-
then it computer randomized. So then it also makes you have to like queue your picks.
Yeah.
Like if you want someone, you need to queue your picks because that's what I do every time we draft.
Yeah, I think we should.
So you gotta really.
So here's my.
And we'll do like an easy drink. We'll do
Yes.
like an easy beer.
So here's my
It's not
idea.
gonna be a heavy drink.
So we'll do 4 comps, 2 physical. We'll do the 40. And that's the thing is you're realizing nobody in this league is athletic whatsoever. Dean is the most athletic, and he is not even. Athletic.
Dean is not the most athletic.
Who's the most athletic?
Me. You can keep talking.
Yes, I know I can.
I think this is a horrible idea.
So we do a 40 and a throwing comp, and then we do 2 games of whatever. We can do a card game. We can do something else mental. Okay. We load that up. Sound good, right? And then
No, I think that's. I think.
So
I
then-
don't. No,
then
I
we
don't
have-
like that. Like,
Oh.
what's
No,
wrong
listen,
with
no,
the,
listen.
What's wrong with the way we've been doing it in the past?
I want to make it more competitive. I want to have more on the line. So I
Well,
can,
no,
I can have.
no. Well, it's all about how you manage your team and how you draft.
Yes,
Like-
and that's the point. Is
But
I
no,
want.
no. It's about the fantasy football aspect of it, not
This makes
like,
it more fantasy.
No, it doesn't, because now you're turning it into a competition.
The whole thing is.
Well,
a
no.
competition.
Is that
But,
still
but it's
going?
outside of
All right,
fantasy.
Hey, listen. Let's do this. Ready? If you guys don't want to do it, let's still do it on the side because you guys know I'm in better shape and in better mental shape than both of you, and that's why you don't want to do it.
No, that's not the point. It's taking away from the aspect of the fantasy football.
Yeah, time flies, huh?
No, because that has the. So listen. So, hold on. Let me.
The
Let me. Can
whole-
I finish my idea?
Better
So, the
mental
reason-
shape and physical shape.
Yes. So my idea is that for fantasy football this year, to pick the draft order, we will have a 40-yard dash, a throwing comp, and 2 mental comps. It doesn't have to be related to football at all. It could be poker if we wanted. You know what I mean?
That's not.
And when whoever gets the most points accrued through these competitions gets to pick what pick they want. So they want pick 1 or they want pick 10. You know what I mean? Second place can.
Why
pick,
would you want to
'cause
take
you have
pick
back,
10?
Yeah, back to back.
I
It's strategy.
I do
Make-
agree. I like the middle picks.
Yeah.
Because the first few picks are always garbage, to be honest. But-
Yeah, you get, and this is what you're saying. It makes it more fantasy. It's fantasy football. We're focusing on football. You get to strategize more where you fall into the draft order. And then we include trades. This makes it more like fantasy football. You can trade picks. If you want to do the down the beer thing, we can do that. Extend the rounds to 6 minutes per pick, so you can trade, you can drink.
Okay.
And
No. Hold on,
negotiate.
ready? This is what we'll do.
See, now you're thinking about it a
No,
little more.
what we're gonna do, well, if we can, if everyone's cool with it, if you're willing to participate, then you're inducted into you're able to decide what pick you want. So we can do we can do a 40-yard dash, whatever. And if you don't want to do that, then it X out. It automatically lowers your points.
We'll do an average.
But-
we'll do an average.
But then we'll do, you have a minute to throw as many footballs into a trash can as you can.
Yeah.
That way it's not all you could be a good thrower and not still have a good time, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
is that's
then,
why we'll
like-
have 2 somewhat physical, so there's a 40 to throwing, and then we can do a game. We could literally do a game of poker and then something else. Let's extend it.
know.
I want to.
I'll-
I want this to be more.
I'll reach out to the other people and,
And if,
see.
and if they all don't want to do it,
And
I'm just throwing
no-
this out there. I'm
no.
not saying I'm not doing this league.
No,
unless we
if
do
you
it.
no, if
It's
you
an
and
idea.
if you choose not to do it, then you're automatically put into let's say 3 people choose not to do it. You 3 are given the last 3 picks. Or
the
you-
only 3 picks that haven't been chosen.
yeah, we'll do that. But it goes random. Your names goes into a
shuffled,
hat. We
yeah.
raffle, and if let's say 7 isn't picked, you get 7.
Yeah.
You get 9. You get whatever.
I think you guys are adding way too much work to this.
I think
I agree. I think Cameron wants to go way too much, but I do
will-
like
I'll
you have to
organize
drink.
the whole thing.
Okay.
That's my thing. Is if everyone wants to do it, it's not that hard. Think about it. All you're running is 40 yards. Everyone. I don't know why you guys are so nervous about it.
No, it's not.
Oh my
it's-
God.
It's not about being nervous
It's
about
the
it.
organization of it.
Yeah.
I'll organize it, dude.
Okay.
Let's.
Well, like I said,
Can we
like
come
I
up with
was-
4
my
ideas that we
first,
can do?
My first point was, it's going to be hard to get everybody on the same page for the same day for the.
That's why we
whatever
need to
block of
organize
time
it
it
now.
is.
If we can do it, plan it for a late August. We can have everybody come here,
But
go,
then
go to the
s-
field. We can run a 40. We can do the throwing comp, and then we can come back here, eat some pizza, do our draft all together, like we've never done before.
I do like I like my idea of you have to down a beer because I
But
love.
if we do it for the first 3 rounds
no
or the last,
no, it has to be the entire thing.
can we do?
And if you choose to not do it here, that's fine. But we'll have to do a Zoom thing so we have proof that you do it.
I just want to have more control over.
That's going to be so disorganized. It's going to be a mess.
I think.
That's all I'm saying. It's
I
going to
think
be a mess.
I
if you're not
agree.
here,
It's going
you
to be a
know how-
mess.
I think if you're not going to participate in the
I understand what you're trying to get at in just trying to bring a different dimension to the league. Like, I understand that. But I don't know. Maybe.
I think because this also builds a relationship with the other people in the league.
Yeah, I understand that. But
I've been
but
trying to
at the
trade
same-
with one person for 5 fucking years, and he never plays. If you're watching this, either fucking play in the league or don't play at all. You're being a bitch.
You send me trade requests all the time, and I always
Yeah,
ignore them.
you give garbage trades. That's why no one accepts it.
You would have been championship this year if you accepted my trade.
No,
You would have.
I had the best team statistically.
Did you win the championship?
I had the best team statistically.
Did you win the championship?
I had the best
Did you
team
go to the
statistically.
finals?
How many championships do you have? I know what championship blood feels like, and I
won
know it
this
ain't
year
you.
in a different league, and
I
I won
know
last
it
year in
ain't
another
you.
league, and I won the year before that in another league.
What about this one?
Dude, it's only not like
Zero.
that 'cause you got
Goose eggs. Goose
Because there's
eggs.
no movement.
Goose
The
eggs.
only changes in this league are on the waiver wire.
Goose
And that's why
eggs.
this league doesn't work is because nobody's active.
Goose eggs.
On the waiver wire?
No, with trades,
I use
with
the
anything.
waiver wire all the time.
Every week.
I know,
every
and that's
week.
why I want to.
This last year, I had a different lineup almost every week.
I
Literally
know,
every
and
week.
that's why we should do some kind of like change on the waiver wire. So, like, have you seen
What's
like the
wrong
lottery?
with the way the
Have you seen
waiver
like the
wire works
lottery?
now? I don't
Like,
understand.
because if we're gonna be putting money in now with
we
you know,
have been
we
putting
have-
money.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we're putting money in general, so we have the trophy, we have the ring, putting money into that. Winner also gets whatever for each waiver wire transaction. It's like $1.
No.
Why not? Because you guys are scared.
No. Why would you
If
pay
you
a
are
dollar
so
to
confident that
change?
you've won so many championships, Josh, put $1 on every
so
waiver wire
where does-
transaction.
No, that makes zero
Pussy,
sense. That makes
pussy.
0 cents.
Where does that money go?
It
Where's that
goes
money
into-
gonna go?
Goes into
Just for making
That's
trades
what-
on the waiver wire?
Cameron, that's what the initial $20 is. It goes to the ring. The trophy is paid. I paid for the trophy.
Yes, no, but let's put more into it. I want to invest in the league. You know what I mean? I want to have fun with it.
We're
there's
not
not
having
enough at-
Fun? Have
there's
we
not-
not been having fun?
He
There's
hasn't
not
had
enough
fun
at
because he
stake.
hasn't won.
Oh,
He ain't got no bling.
No, I want to have a more complex, harder league to play. I've been in the championship the last 3 years.
How many
Josh.
rings
You-
you have?
wait a minute, wait a
You
minute.
say it's too hard.
You-
but
you
you haven't won.
you want to make
Dude,
it more
I'm the
competitive.
most
and
successful.
and yet you haven't
What are
won.
you talking about?
You want to make it more competitive, and yet you've never got a chip.
That says a lot. That I think that it's not hard enough.
Am I wrong?
No,
If I'm losing and I'm saying it's not hard enough. That should say something that.
no. It says you don't know.
Okay.
No, let me go. Let's see.
You don't want to have a more. I think it would be a lot more fun. And I don't know why you guys are getting so worked up about it. I'm just throwing out ideas on how.
No,
we
no,
can
no,
make
no,
the
no, 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 no,
league
no,
more
no, no, no,
interactive.
no, 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 no. Don't say it. Don't know. Okay. So we're gonna go over success. All right, hold on.
And for those at home, we'll show you the statistics.
Yeah, I'm screenshotting it. Okay. Year 1 of the league was 2015, and I won the championship.
Yes. Okay, Josh. Hold
Hold
listen.
on. Nope.
Every year of the league, we've had at least 3 people that are inactive, not playing. So those are 3 people not doing waiver wire
but
transactions,
we're
not doing
but
trades,
we're working on that.
not drafting at all.
We've been working on that.
So, Josh, every year there's half of the league that is not contributing
Not
at
accurate.
all. Accurate.
Year 2, I was 3rd. 17, I was 4th.
You're looking at yourself.
18.
he's gonna get to it.
We're,
Patience.
you. No, no, no.
Why are you getting so mad?
You said that you
You're
are
more
the
like
most
Darren. You're more like
success-
Darren.
Cameron, you said you were the most successful one in the league.
Okay.
I'm giving you the numbers that you're not. Okay, you know what? No, fuck it. All-time record, I'm 60 and 32. Okay?
Yep.
2 championships to show. Let's go. Cameron. 63 and 29.
I just beat you there. And-
Brandon is 38 and 54, but he has 2 championships also.
Explain that.
I will.
An
What's-
overall
what-
losing
hold it.
record.
I'll
but
give
I've
you-
got
I'll give
2
you-
chips.
Can you stop talking over each other? You keep asking me questions and not letting me answer. I will admit you guys are better in the postseason, but while we're getting there, I'm drafting better than both of you.
No, you are not.
Listen,
no, you, no, no, no,
I'm
no,
drafting.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
stop!
no, no,
Listen,
no.
stop interrupting because you're
Go.
getting so angry and then you're interrupting me.
Go
and I'm
ahead.
staying-
Go ahead.
I'm
What's
keeping
your
my
proof
composure.
that you're a better drafter?
I'm drafting better off than you. So think about
No.
2 years ago when I had Dalvin Cook, I had Patrick Mahomes. Listen, listen. You won that championship because 3 of my, I would have won alone if Dalvin Cook had played because his dad died. Patrick Mahomes got benched because he was going to the Super Bowl. They didn't need him in that last game of the season. And then I think I had Aaron Jones, and he also did not play the last game of the season.
Okay, so that's not drafting good, Cam, because you're drafting. You're not. You're
Josh, I drafted in the perfect spots.
Cameron, no.
I didn't draft for the end of the season. I draft for the whole season, averaging it out.
Okay, and here's the thing: you have 3 more regular season wins than me, and you have no
How many
rings to show.
how many finals
Hold
have I
on.
been to?
You have no rings to show for it. Yet I'm drafting guys that are low end, no one calls for, and thinks aren't going to do well. and are superstars.
Okay. All right,
You're
hey,
drafting
go to the
big.
rankings. Go to the
you're,
rankings.
you're drafting big name guys.
No, because I drafted
Yes, you
fucking.
are.
I drafted
You
Jones
need
in the.
Dalvin Cook. You need Patrick Mahomes.
I drafted Jones in the fucking third.
Who?
Jones.
Who's Jones?
Aaron Jones. Nope. All
Aaron
you
Jones is a top 5 running back in the league. What are we talking
He
about?
should have gone in the first round.
No.
Yes, he should have.
No.
He was RB3 that year.
He should have, but he didn't, huh?
Hey, look at the rankings. How many times?
Playoff appearance. Oh, hold on. What are we on?
I like
Hold
this
on.
so far. We haven't had a heated podcast in a while. I don't think ever.
Well, I just keep okay. Playoff appearances 6 for Cameron, 6 for me. Top 3 finishes 4 for me, 5 for Cameron, but 0 rings. Playoff appearances for Brandon 3. Top 3 finishes 3, but 2 championships.
And that's what I'm saying. It's yes, you guys have one. Hey, stop! I'm not.
Yeah, go.
You guys have one more championships than me. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you guys have lost more championships than me. I'm saying, in terms of overall.
Every chip that I've been to, I've won.
Yeah, I haven't lost one.
Okay, but that's the thing where I'm saying is nobody has anything invested in this league. That's why half the league isn't playing every year. If hold on, listen, if
The
three
people
more,
who get to the finals aren't people who aren't paying attention.
yes, but
Cam.
that's what I'm saying is we only need to win 3 games to win the league.
No,
Because we're playing each other and 2 others.
because
every
that's
year.
all this.
But if I
are.
can beat Dean, that means I can beat him pretty much the rest of the season.
That's not
Because
accurate.
there's not much changes.
Who beat you out of the playoffs?
Nobody beat me out of the playoffs. I lost in the championship.
Wait a minute.
Who beat
No.
you? Brandon?
Yeah, I beat you.
Brandon
in the
beat me in the
Brandon
championship.
beat you in the regular season?
I don't think so. Or I think once. I don't
Okay,
know.
so he beat you in the regular season.
But we played each other
and
like
beat you
5
in the
times
playoffs.
because there's only it was only
You didn't
really-
play each other 5 times.
I'm talking about over the last
Okay, Cam.
3 seasons.
What makes the
All right, can I explain to you why it doesn't make sense to have people in the league that aren't playing?
We're
Because-
working. We've been
Oh my
talking
God.
about working on
No.
that.
See,
Yes,
now you're
that's what
backtracking your argument.
No, 'cause
off
everything
of people don't
contribute-
pay attention.
If you are gonna run this 40-yard dash, and these are all ideas. Putting $1 in for every waiver transaction, you're invested in the success of your team.
I'm telling you, we're not doing that.
I'm just putting out ideas. You don't need. You're so.
Okay, well,
you're
no,
not open-minded.
All right, well, no. Listen, here's the thing. This is my question to you. What's the point of paying $1 every time you use the waiver wire?
Because
Like, what's
it
the-
incentivizes other moves. You can trade. You can do so. For example, I'm gonna use. Hasn't played in like 3 years. He plays the first 2 games, then doesn't play. Last year, he had Deebo Samuel on his bench the whole season. He had Christian McCaffrey on his starting lineup the whole season.
Christian McCaffrey didn't play well last year.
That's what I'm saying. He had him starting every game. Nobody.
So
There's 3 teams that you are guaranteed wins. So that's why our records don't even matter.
Okay, well,
I could have played more in the last 2 seasons. That's why my team looks more
you're
successful.
Kind of jumping all over the place. So
Because you guys.
how
won't-
does no? Well, listen. So we were just talking about the waiver wire, and now you're talking about
Yes,
players
this
that are
contributes to the waiver wire. He's not making moves on the waiver wire. That's why it makes us easier to make moves on the waiver wire. Because hold on, listen.
So how does that transfer into paying $1 every time you trade on the
Because
waiver wire?
so if runs the 40-yard dash, he's gonna think about this league for the next 4 weeks. If he puts $1 in week 1, I've already invested $21 in this league. Week 2, I need to make another waiver wire transaction. He puts 23. He's gonna want to keep doing it on, because he has put more money into it. He's gonna be invested the whole season.
And
No,
actually, it's
honestly-
going to be a 12-man league.
if,
All
any,
right, so that
if
makes
anything,
so
that's,
that even better. We have 6 people not gonna play.
well, no, I think if anything, that's just going to deter people from wanting to do it. Because it's like, because the way that I look at it is like, all right, we do our draft, we put our money in the beginning of the season, and then whoever, like, I want to win and get my money back or get the ring or get the trophy or whatnot, and that's the goal.
I understand
but
that.
putting more money like throughout the season is just like,
No, that makes no sense.
I understand that, but it's $1.
How many?
I'm going to PayPal you $1.
Yeah, no,
like-
that's dumb.
No,
It's an idea. You don't need to attack me about
I'm
it.
not
You are. You're.
No.
I'm not gonna pay $1, dude. It's $1.
No, it's not.
It's an idea.
No,
it's a
I want to
terrible
go back
idea.
to
It's
Cameron
not.
saying
A lot of
he's
leagues
better.
do that.
Terrible idea.
A lot of leagues do that.
No, let's go back to Cameron thinks he's better. How are you better?
Dude, look at the finals appearances.
How many have you won?
That's not what we're talking about. Look,
No,
we're gonna go step
what?
by step.
No,
Listen, we're
no,
going
no.
step by step, Josh. You asked me how I'm better. Let me explain and stop interrupting.
What you have it on your phone? Pull it up.
I'm explaining. Listen,
What's better? What's better?
my record's better. Is that point one? Is my record better? Yes or no? Yes
Just
or
be-
no?
just
Yes
because-
or no? Stop.
How many
stop
rings do you
interrupting
have?
me.
How
Stop.
many rings?
Stop.
I did. You paused.
I'm
you
gonna go.
paused.
I'm gonna leave, Josh.
You paused. Okay.
Ask me. You asked me. Let me explain.
What do you want me to ask you?
You asked me
do you
how I'm
want me to
better.
ask?
Let me explain. Can you let me explain? Yes or no?
You paused, but sure.
Stop interrupting. Yes or no?
Am I interrupting?
A little bit.
No.
Yes. So fucking knock it off.
Oh my god.
Is my record better, Brendan? Yes or no?
by 2 games? Yeah.
Stop. Yes or no, Josh?
You paused. You asked him a question and I jumped in. I'm allowed
So
to
stop
talk.
interrupting. I'm asking him.
How am I interrupting when
See,
you
he's
stop?
not going to tell
No,
you to
listen.
stop because he knows he's going to get you fired up.
No.
All right.
That's
listen.
why you won't butt
Stop.
in.
All right. What you're trying to say is that your overall record throughout regular season, postseason,
Can you let me explain my whole situation?
I'm
You asked
trying-
me. Let
Don't
me
interrupt
explain.
him. Don't interrupt him.
What you're saying is that your overall record from regular seasons to post game to playoffs, just it as a whole, is better than anybody else.
Yes.
That's
Can
what
you
you're
give
saying.
me 3 minutes and you guys just answer yes or no questions?
Okay, well, I'm trying to clarify so I understand what you're trying to say.
If you guys will let me keep going, you will see where I'm going with this.
Okay, can I finish my clarification?
You
Don't
don't need
interrupt
to.
him.
If
Don't
you let me
interrupt
keep going, you will see what I'm saying.
Your opinion
Can I
doesn't
finish
matter.
my clarification?
No, because I want to do my point first, then you can do your clarification.
I want to understand what you're trying to say.
You will if you let me go to the second goddamn question.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Okay,
give me
don't
3
ask him a
minutes.
question then, and then like stop.
Because
him when
let
he
me answer the full question first. Yes or no? Do I have the best overall record, 63 and whatever?
I just
yes
know
or
between
no?
the three
Can
of
you
us.
stop? Just
Yes,
yes or no,
yes,
Josh?
yes.
I'm answering
Yes.
your question. You asked, do
I'm
I
not
have the
asking
best?
you to
I said
explain.
between the 3 of us that I looked at, then yes.
Yes
but
or
between
no?
the 3 of us,
All
I
he
don't
has
know
to say
about
yes or
everyone else.
no. Jesus Christ. Yes or no? Yes.
You asked me the
Just
question.
say yes.
Sure.
Yes. Well, I don't know why you're being so stubborn. Just say
You're
yes.
being stubborn.
Okay, next
I
question.
answered.
Josh, do I have the least amount of championship rings? Yes or no?
Incorrect.
I have the least amount.
No, you're tied with other people who don't.
All right,
have
out of
any.
the 3 of us, is what we're talking about, Josh. Yes or no? Do I have the least amount?
Correct.
Thank you. See, you could have done that with the other questions. Like, let's look at the championship visits.
Championship losses, is that what we're talking about?
Yes. I don't know why you need to fucking fight about it. We're having a conversation. You're
No,
getting
you're
fired up.
arguing more than I am.
Yeah, because you won't stop interrupting.
I'm
We
not
can't have a
interrupting.
conversation. Am I
You
wrong? Brendan,
paused.
seriously.
Listen, this is like listening to Stephen A. debate Stephen A.
Stephen A. with baby Stephen A.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Honestly, nothing pisses
He
me
never-
off
he
more
never
than
stops
baby
interrupting.
Stephen A.
I'm just waiting for you to make some points here.
Your only hit is the overall record.
And our point is, that's great that your record is better than everybody else's, but if that doesn't translate into chips,
All right,
Yeah.
there is one season I have not come in the top 4.
Good job.
did
Third.
that translate into chip?
No, you're not letting me get to my point. If we average it out, I've been to the championship more than anyone. So I've gotten there. I haven't gone over the hump.
So
You are correct.
You're the
I've not won a
90s Buffalo
championship.
Bills.
I've. All right, think about it like this. Never mind, I'm done. Because you guys are.
No,
you guys,
listen. I understand
Because
what
you
you're
guys
trying to
are
get
both.
at.
Oh, I've.
I understand what you're trying to get at because your overall record is better than everybody else's. But I don't understand what you're getting at besides that, because just because your record is better than everybody else's, it doesn't mean that you want a chip.
Can I ask you one thing?
Yes.
If
And
if
see, I'm
roles
going to answer you correctly.
if roles were reversed, if I had a 63 win and you had 60, but I had 0 championships and you had 2, and I said I'm better, would you say I'm better because I have 3 more wins total?
I genuinely think I would want to know.
No,
Can
you-
I explain why?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you for being civil.
Just go on
in this
with it.
part of the conversation.
You're trying to egg on.
no,
You're
I'm
trying
I'm,
to get me going.
All right,
I'm,
just go,
I'm
just
telling
go,
you, thank
go,
you, because I've asked him to
go.
be doing this.
Go.
Because you, yes, it's what, 6 seasons. That means you have beat the 3 of us or 4 of us that are actually competing more than the other ones. Because what are the odds that you've lost to a team like Pat or Evan who
I did.
don't compete?
I did this year. I lost to 2 teams. I lost to, I think, Brandon and Evan. You make
If
fun of Evan's team, but literally up until week 5 is when his team fell apart, and that's honestly when he stopped paying attention. I literally almost didn't make the playoffs this year because I had lost to him early on when his team was literally number 1 or number 2 ranked.
Mm-hmm.
I lost to him. I don't think I won a game against him last season.
That's what I'm saying. Is like,
If you can't beat a team that's not being updated, then I don't think you're like you won the championship. But I think that's poor management on your side.
no. That was Cameron. He had
That's poor management on my side for
draft-
winning the chip.
No, I'm saying in that. Okay,
I'm not following you.
I can't view his team. I can't see it right now, but
I don't.
Cameron,
I don't see what you're getting at.
Cameron, his team was up until week 5 or something like that was top 3. That's not being poor management, Cameron.
no, because I don't even think he drafted, dude. He didn't draft his team.
He doesn't. He told me specifically he
And
said
that's the thing is you should have to do that. You should have to have some kind of stake in.
no, if you
Well,
don't want to
listen,
draft, I'm not going to make people.
Okay,
because
well, listen,
he
you're not-
genuinely believes. He says, "I genuinely believe the computer drafts better."
No, because that's not. We're not playing
That's his
against
opinion.
the computer. That's my thing. Is he should. Okay,
Okay,
if he
well,
wants to
did.
do a Q, he should do
All
a
right.
Q.
Well, listen. Here's another point. Let's say, like an emergency pops up. Like let's say the night of the draft, somebody's mother
I lose my foot.
or somebody's in the hospital.
All right, then we account for that. We're gonna be humans. We're not gonna.
He's out of the league.
It's not a business.
He's not better.
Well, what you're saying is that if people can't draft in the traditional sense of drafting, then they shouldn't be in the league. But there are always extenuating circumstances sometimes.
All right, look at like when we watch the show The League, and someone didn't make it to the draft, they drafted for them. So what if
didn't
we are
draft
just
for
decent humans and give them a good player?
No,
They did not do that.
No.
It auto.
No, they did the opposite. Remember, they drafted like Jordan Cameron for the tight end instead of Cameron Jordan.
No, that was like a mistake. That was like an Andre thing.
That was
Whatever.
the lies and collusion draft.
Yeah, but I still, because I want an active league like the other league I'm in with my friend Cam.
I'm active in this league. I think our league's active. I'm active in it. You're active in it. You're active
Half
in
the league isn't active though.
it. Well, then
That's not
so
even
it's a
accurate,
4-man league.
Cameron.
It's a 4-man league.
Let's look at.
what about Dean?
Dean plays for half the season. He plays the second half.
Oh,
He
so
doesn't play
now
the-
you want to boot Dean?
No, I'm saying we need everybody to be active. If they're not going to be active, they shouldn't play.
Well, so from what you're saying,
Last-
it sounds like you want to bounce Dean out because
Me?
he only works for half the season.
Me,
No, that's
you, Brandon, Evan,
I never said we should kick people
Dean.
out. I said if they're not going to play,
Robert.
then they shouldn't
Cam.
play. That's why this season.
6 people were active through the league.
I don't think that's accurate.
It is. I just went through it.
And Josh also realigned the league this year. We talked about this
How did
multiple
I realign
times.
the league?
You gave yourself the easiest division. You pinned me, Brandon, and Dean in the same division.
Cameron, I didn't change the divisions at all yet.
No, our division last year was the three of us in.
Last year,
No, it wasn't.
I changed the divisions. I literally put everyone's name in a hat and picked it randomly, Cameron.
No.
Yes, I did. You literally
See,
don't
this is-
know.
No,
You
listen.
were-
This is why
no.
we need to do these things in person because
No.
you did not communicate any of this with us. This is why.
Do you know why? Because if I ask you something, you don't answer. So I don't give a shit what you said.
No, you don't.
Yes.
You never asked me anything. You asked me about the podcast? Yeah, because I didn't give a shit.
Okay, then leave.
All right.
I think you're upset. You have 0 rings to show for it. You're the Buffalo Bills
No,
of this league. right
I
now.
will. I am upset, but I'm advocating for myself because I think I genuinely draft the best and I manage the best during the season.
Okay, all
That
right,
doesn't
all right,
matter.
No,
I get
no,
unlocked-
No, wait.
you can't be
That's
mad-
a great point. That's a fantastic point. So you draft great and you manage great throughout the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, you do.
No.
But how many chips do you have?
None, but I'm explaining.
Oh, okay. Then what are we talking
All right,
about?
so this is where I'm getting back to the fucking 40-yard dash thing. I get an early pick every season. This is
That-
what leads
that
me to
was the
get.
best
You just
point.
said
That was the
last
best
year you
point.
had the second to last pick. How do you
No.
have early picks? You just said, I make the draft pick go in order of how it went, and you and me were in the championship last year, and I won, so I was the last one, and you were second to last. How is that a top pick if you were second to last?
I don't know.
Wah, wah, wah.
I think I'm talking about the season before or whatever. No, because there was whatever year it was.
Wah, wah.
I had the whatever second or third pick, and those players don't play at the end of the season because they're on a successful team. They don't need to be injured for playoffs.
No.
So if you're such a great
So-
team manager, then
No,
what are we
Because
talking about?
if I could deal them out and trade, I would. But nobody's active in the league
because
so
you
we
give
can't
garbage
trade.
trades, Cameron. You literally
Because we
want-
can only because everybody has superstars on the team, so they don't need to trade.
no.
They're only wavering the bottom half of the team.
because I like what's on the waivers, Cameron.
no, because
Yes.
there's only every team should only get like 2 or 3 superstars because it should be a 12-man league, which we're gonna have this year, which is good. But when nobody's,
No, you want me to delete people that apparently aren't paying attention.
that's not what I'm saying. You're putting words in my mouth. I'm saying if we have 12 people in here and I say, okay, are you gonna be active the whole season? If you're losing, don't be a sore loser. Play. Try and get not the last spot. Try and get second to last. All right.
Well, that
And-
goes to a punishment. If we can have a punishment,
And that's
that
being a
deters.
more invested league.
I asked last year about a punishment and no one answered. That's not my fault.
because nobody's
didn't
active
answer-
in the league.
you
Yes,
didn't
I
answer
did.
either.
I said I
I
want to
mean,
do the
what you
swimsuit
could
thing.
do is steal from the league and have a Sacco. Have a Sacco trophy.
That's just me. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of stealing that concept, but something along those lines.
Okay.
All I'm getting at with this whole thing is I want people that are gonna be invested in the league. I'm not saying put more money in. That was just another idea to get people to play more. You're right. Maybe that's gonna detour some people more not to play, but that's just an idea. And I want people to be active, whether it's on the trading block or waivers. You don't have to trade with me. I'm saying that I want you to be active, updating your roster, and I want them to 3 draft. If I wanted to play against a computer, I would just make a league with 8 computer bots.
No, I don't care if you don't draft in person. I could
No,
care
I'm not
less.
saying in person. I'm saying at least queue.
No.
So because this whole thing,
How do you know?
I could set Joanna up, who knows nothing about NFL, and she could get the best team because of the computer. That should be your knowledge and being able to read the spread of their stats should be part of the league. You don't agree? You don't think
No.
being understanding?
I think honestly, if you have a computer-generated
because
draft and you still somehow win, I think that would prove you're better because you orchestrated a winning team out
you
of
did
something
not draft.
you didn't choose.
No, because you didn't draft your team.
No, what you're talking about when you use the queue and before the draft
I'm
starts,
talking about like Evan, who
hang on,
just
hang
says
on,
he only
hang on.
auto drafts.
You can set up the auto draft where it's like, okay, the first position that I want to draft is either running back
Yeah.
or wide receiver, and then you go through and you can itemize how you want it to
I think
go
that's
down.
acceptable.
That's fine with me. Like,
I don't think you should truly only
there's nothing
auto
wrong with
draft.
that.
I don't think you should auto draft.
That's your opinion.
Q is
That's your-
different than auto
that's
draft.
your
That's no,
opinion.
that's
The
also
Q
auto
won't,
draft.
Cameron.
No,
It
no,
won't
no,
show
no.
any
Q is
different.
different.
It won't show any different though. It won't show any different to you, so you will not know.
Yeah, you just said Evan only auto drafts. He does not queue.
That's an opinion, Cameron. If
And
you
wanna know
think
how we
your
know?
knowledge is better, that's your opinion.
But it should be based off that as well. It's not just about managing the roster. It's not I can.
That you
and
choose.
we're not
Wait
playing.
a minute. You just said that it's all about management of the roster because you
It's-
were just saying
yes,
that you were
and
the
drafting
best
is
manager.
part of that. Drafting is part of that. If the NFL just had an auto draft, that you're not.
We're not talking about the NFL.
No, but you're not. Oh my God, you guys aren't being open-minded at all. Like
No.
seriously.
Well, you realize that fantasy football and the NFL are two extremely
Yes, and
different
it's fantasy
things.
football. This is where you should be drafting ridiculous players, not letting a computer do it for you.
All right, here's something. So not last year, but the season before, I was working like an hour later into when the draft started, and I had to auto draft like my first 3 picks.
Then that's
because
on the
I was-
commissioner for not making
Well,
it
no, hang
accessible
on.
for everybody.
Well, hang on.
Oh my
hang on. It was a snowstorm that night. I remember, and it took me an extra amount of time to get home. And my first 3 positions. I don't know if it was the season before this, but regardless,
It snowed when we were supposed to be drafting in fucking August or October or maybe September.
or no, it was no.
Let him
Sorry.
tell his story.
It was just shitty weather.
Okay.
Whatever it was just shitty weather. I remember because I was like trying to book it to get home, and at that time it took me where I was living at the time. It took me 45 minutes to get home from work. So I auto drafted, and then as soon as I could get into the lobby, I was like, "Oh, great! My first 3 fucking draft picks were garbage."
Yeah.
Okay, but
If you had
But
drafted,
what-
would have been
but
better.
extenuating circumstances because I was late getting out of work and getting home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so does that mean I'm a terrible game manager?
Not at all.
So then what the?
I'm saying that everybody, when they agree to be in the league, they should have to agree. And I'm not saying they have to fucking get a notarized document signing their life away. I'm saying they should try to be active on the waiver, on updating their rosters, and they should have to draft. And whether that be the queue, but if it is 100%
Everyone
auto-draft,
in your amazing other league, does every single person draft?
everybody has to, or you're not playing in the league.
Oh yeah, that's in your other league. Can we see that written down? And then proof that people have been kicked out?
No, because everybody fucking agrees. Hold on, I'm calling Cam. Give me a second.
I don't want to. Don't call anybody.
No,
I'm
'cause you know
literally
you're
not
wrong.
listening to a phone call. I'm not listening to a phone call.
If I'm 0 for 2 on calls, I'm gonna be pissed.
Sounds like championships. No, do you want to know the truth about your fantasy planning?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to talk about. I'm trying to talk about what we can
No.
do to make the league better. We're not talking about me anymore. We're not talking about you. We're not talking about Brandon. We're talking about what we can, ideas, what we can do to
There-
make the league better. And that's where this all started. And then you brought in.
No,
You haven't won a championship.
No, that's not accurate. You said you were better.
Yeah, after you were like, you haven't
No,
won a
no.
championship.
No.
Can we talk about what we can do to make the league better?
No.
I will. Josh, you're a better fantasy football player than me. Happy?
Yep.
Thank you. Can we talk about what we can do
You're
to make
welcome.
this more fun and make it really competitive?
No,
Because
it
I
is.
want to make
It's
it more
fine.
competitive. Because it's not fun when half the league isn't playing. You understand where I'm coming from?
Nope.
See, this is what you shouldn't be the commissioner. Because you are.
Start your own league.
You okay? I
Start
will.
your own
I
league.
don't. All right, I'll leave the league right now. If that makes you happy. Because you don't care about what anyone else thinks except you. What
Did
you,
I not
no,
just
stop,
no,
listen.
no? Did I not just approve your whole bullshit of let's do stuff, let's do this, let's do that?
You
for
didn't.
draft
No,
order?
we're gonna talk to everyone about it. But what did you do when you had an idea? Brandon says, "Oh, I don't want it. Everyone's gonna be smashed throwing up." That's the fun part. We're gonna do it. That's the first thing you said. You did not. When I gave you an
You
idea,
just said.
Can you
yes.
stop interrupting me,
You
dude?
just said, "Oh yeah, that's fun." He said no to your shit too, and I said, "Yeah, let's do it."
And I'm just saying it's an idea.
No. But
But
you're saying I'm
can you
negating.
stop
No,
interrupting?
you're
Jesus
saying I
Christ,
negate
dude.
everyone's opinion.
You're literally such a self-centered prick, dude.
Oh
Just
my
let me talk.
God. Oh my goodness gracious.
You guys okay?
No,
Yeah,
you won't
yeah.
stop interrupting everybody.
No.
And you're lucky, dude. Brandon's right next to you. It looks like he's gonna smack the shit out of you because you won't stop interrupting.
Oh
either.
my, that is yeah. Okay, Cam. He's on my side more than
Yes,
yours.
but you keep interrupting him. You're pissing him off too. Yes,
No.
he's agreeing with you.
Mm-mm.
But my point is when you were saying that idea, when I gave you my idea, okay, I'll put it out to them. When you had your idea, you said we're gonna do it.
No, I did not.
You did.
No.
What's gonna suck
Don't
too
look
is
at me.
what's gonna suck too is he's gonna edit this to look like it's all everything's in his way, which is
No.
fucking annoying.
Oh my god.
A lot of passionate men in this room.
I know. You guys are like, what are you arguing about?
He won't stop interrupting me when I'm trying to talk.
Cameron pauses.
He asks me a question
Alright,
and he
well-
stops.
Sit back and have a conversation.
I am, and
know,
every
I
time I talk to him, I
evaluate-
say, "Josh, can you please let me answer in a yes or no?"
It's like the view in here.
That's not.
And what's
accurate.
really annoying is Brandon won't tell me yes or no, is because he's worried about Josh because he won't want to listen to him, because he knows Josh will be more
He
annoying
said,
than I will.
"I'm surprised Brandon hasn't punched you in the face because he's so mad at you."
No, I didn't. That's not what I said. Play it back. I said, "Could you keep interrupting him and you're annoying him?" Brandon, is it getting obnoxious listening to Josh interrupt everybody? Yes or no?
It's obnoxious talking about the league right now since we're not going to be drafting for another 2
Yeah.
months. Like, why are we
And that's
pickering
why
over
we're
this right
talking
now?
about it, because I want to improve the league so it's more fun. And if you're having fun with beating people that aren't playing, then you're not being competitive at all, dude.
Don't look at me.
No, you're listening, so
It
I'm
must be pretty
including you.
competitive if you can't win.
Ooh.
I've won more than both of you.
What it, chips.
Cameron, no one
Chips.
gives a shit if you go undefeated and lose in a championship. Ask the Patriots.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all about
All right.
winning the big game.
Disappointing Super Bowl ever.
Ask the Celtics.
Yeah.
Agree
Yeah.
to disagree.
There you go.
And if I'm losing, it should say something that Yes, Josh, I've lost. I've never won a championship. I don't know how many times I need to say it. Josh, you're a better fantasy football player than me. Brandon, you're a better fantasy football player than me. Is your ego good now?
No.
All right.
Can I be? Can
And
I?
you're interrupting me
It's
again.
It's not about
You stop. What are you talking about,
Because
Cameron?
I'm
You stop
I'm
talking.
composing so I can talk to you.
No, you
Because I'm thinking
stopped.
before I speak, Josh. I'm being
You stopped
thoughtful.
talking, so was going to tell you something, and I already said, can I be completely honest about you as a fantasy player in regular season? Yeah, when I look at our schedule and I go, no offense, I don't need to worry about Brandon during a regular season. His team somehow finds a way to fuck it up. The Cam kid, it's kind of a flip of a coin. When I play Cameron in regular season, I kind of almost I can mark it down as a loss because he drafts very good all-star regular season guys. But I go, when I get to the playoffs, if Brandon makes it, I have to worry. If it's you, I go, half of Cameron's team isn't going to be playing because you draft very good players, but you draft very good players that don't play towards the end of the year.
That's a fair assessment.
I see what you're saying, but I'm gonna give 2 years ago as another example. Without Patrick, you beat me that year by like 5 points. If Dalvin Cook had played, it would have been a 20-point game.
You
in my
don't know
favor.
that. You're hypothetically
do.
making up stats.
No, it would have been in my dude.
You don't know.
Brandon, do you think 2 years ago Dalvin Cook would have? Because he was. I'm gonna downgrade. He's probably averaging 10 points. He's definitely averaging more. It was like a 4-point game in our championship. Do you think Dalvin Cook could have scraped together 6 points?
I mean, it would
That's
depend.
60
It,
yards
You're
or a
taking out
touchdown.
whoever you put in for him.
it would depend on the game because it's
I
with
had
fantasy. Every
I had
game is
Madison,
different.
his backup.
Every
so
matchup
he
is
got all of
different.
the touches Cook would have had.
Like no, because they only pass when he's not in
No.
the game, dude.
No.
Yes, it was Jefferson.
Cameron, but do you hear what I'm saying is you're hypothetically making up points. Is what I'm saying is Dalvin Cook wouldn't have had that great of
Yes,
a game
it is hypothetical, Josh.
because you drafted these guys who don't really play in that time
Well,
of the year.
Why would you make a hypothetical argument about a season in the past?
Because we're talking. Hypothetical is a hypothetical, dude. I'm not.
I understand that I know what hypothetical means. I'm saying, why are we arguing about a season that's over and done
Because he's saying that every year I do the
Hypothetical's a
same thing. That's
hypothetical.
not the case. Last year I lost fair and square. I will admit, I lost fair and square. I think if I had put my roster right, I think I had like maybe 2 players on my bench that outscored someone on my starting roster. I lost fair and square.
Bad management.
You're right. Bad management. I'm a shitty fantasy football player, Josh.
That's not what I said.
But the year before, if Dalvin Cook dad, he was gonna play that regular season game. His dad died. Do you not remember that?
You know what, Dalvin Cook? Grow some nuts and play the fucking game, you pussy.
I'm saying that hypothetically, if Dalvin Cook's dad didn't die,
when we started this debate, you were crawling on the ceiling saying that you were a better fantasy manager than any of us, and now you're walking that back.
because I'm gonna fucking smile and nod. I'm done. I'm done discussing. I just want to talk about what we can do to make the league more fun. What we can do to make it more competitive. That is where I've been going with this whole thing, and you guys keep dragging. You suck. You haven't won a ring. I understand that. I'm telling you, both of you, right now. Last time I'll say, you are better at fantasy football than me. Does that make your egos good?
How come?
I don't.
You've
I
won
don't
more
give a shit.
championships than me, Josh.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I know, but he's. I don't know. We don't need to do anything. I'll auto draft this year. Sound good?
Sure.
Thank you.
To be honest with you, it was a goddamn fluke that I made it in the playoffs last year.
And I lost fair and square, just like I said earlier. But you made it to the playoffs. You beat Josh. You beat me. You won the championship. 2 rings.
And Dean,
And Ian.
Hey, Dean, eat it.
coming for you next season, bud.
All right. Cameron, give some advice.
I'm all set.
Oh, my God.
I got some advice. We are never talking about fantasy football on this podcast ever again.
Don't auto draft. Go ahead, Cam.
Great impression, Josh.
Thanks. That was my impersonation of me.
Be open-minded and don't interrupt anybody. Be considerate of other people.
Not interrupting.
That one
You
time.
literally pause. Cameron, you pause and then I talk.
Dude, I'm taking a breath because I had to speak for 20 seconds straight and then take a breath to get more words in. Because if I stop in the middle of this sentence earlier, you're gonna jump in.
See, that's a pause, and then I would have talked, and then you'd have been like, "Don't interrupt me! Don't interrupt me!"
A 1 second pause means that you can jump in.
Yeah.
Because as soon
That
as
wasn't
I,
a 1
as soon
second.
as I
Cameron.
stop,
You asked him you ask a question, and then I answer, and you're like, "Don't interrupt me."
what do you mean? You jump in immediately. You don't let any air settle.
Cameron, yes, and.
Okay.
Here's to another successful podcast.
Hey. Can't wait to talk fantasy in a couple months.
You don't want me to play. You told me to lead the league.
I didn't say
out.
that. I said you're gonna keep complaining. You're gonna
You
keep
told me
crying.
to lead the league. I'm out. I already told you.
Oh my god, he's such a little baby.
Good night, folks.
If you didn't make it through, don't worry about it.